Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are in the world. I'm Rick Ray and this is my website. You can see here rickrayfx.com/profile where you can go to find out more information about me and more information about forex trading. So here we are with another weekly analysis starting the 29th of May 2023 where we will look at the fundamental high impact news and we will also look at the profit and loss that we had from the last week's trade setups. And then of course I will be sharing my new trade setups with you. And remember, these are the trades that I will be taking. This is not financial advice in any form or fashion. I'm not suggesting or recommending that you take these same trades. You can if you want to, but it's up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. So let's have a look at the fundamental news. But before we do that, again, I'm always asked about if I have a broker that I can recommend to people. And I've been using Fullerton Markets for more than 5 years. I have clients in more than 25 countries around the world using Fullerton Markets. They are a global multi-asset broker, and you can find the link to sign up with them below this video. So the high impact news, the red items from forexfactory.com, that's what we're always interested in to find out what news is going to be released during the week that will influence the movement of currencies and commodities. And as you can see on the screen here, there is nothing on Monday, a little bit on Tuesday on the U.S. economy, then a few items on Wednesday, and then Thursday, the typical weekly unemployment claims on the U.S. economy, which can have a big impact on the movement of the US dollar and the major pairs. And then, of course, on Friday, the first Friday every month, we all know, if you follow Forex at all, it's the most highly watched news item in the world for Forex traders, and that, of course, is the non-farm employment news, which is always the first Friday of every month. And since the 2nd of June, this Friday will be the first Friday of June, we can expect to see the non-farm employment news. So that's the one that everybody's watching for. So be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. As I always say, these times you see on the screen are Asian times. If you live in Vietnam, Laos, or Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. Otherwise, be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. So what happened last week with the trade setups that I shared with you? Well, it was not a tremendously productive week, but we did have some profit. The gold is continued to be bearish last week. I did have a sell limit at 1994, but it never came back up to that level. Okay, it seesawed quite a bit early in the week, and then most of the bearish movement happened from Wednesday onwards and finishing around the 1940 level. So no pending order open from that. But if you were vigilant, if you were observant and watching the charts, then you could have been in and out. No chance that you could buy and hold gold for a long time, but you could have been in and out with some of these trades and made some profit. But the pending order that I shared with you last week did not open. The Euro US, same thing. It just sank like a sinking ship. So the pending order never had a chance to open, and it just continued its bearish movement based on the strengthening of the US dollar. The pound New Zealand, well, there was some good news about midweek on the pound, and it just skyrocketed. It just took off like a rocket and has actually reached a high resistance zone where it has not been for 3 years. So I will share with you in my trade setups, the new trade setups, whether or not I will be taking a trade on the pound New Zealand this week. The odd US just missed the pending order by 3 pips. Okay, just by 3 pips. The pending order was 0.6670 and it only got to 0.6667. But if you were watching, as I've told you before, if you see that I have a sell limit, it doesn't quite reach the pending order, and you see it starting to move down, you can go ahead and take the trade, take a small trade, and as it continues to move into profit, then you can add to a winning trade. Quite easy to do. And you see this would have been a very, very productive trade as it moved down the last 4 days of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday made a big down move. So that could have been a very profitable trade if you had taken that earlier in the week and just missed the pending order by 3 pips. The New Zealand US, I said to sell on market open and to use a small lot because I was not confident about the direction of the New Zealand US. However, it turned out to be the real cash cow last week with a grand total of 230 pips. If you had taken that in market open back on Monday, it did go into a loss the first couple of days, but then about midweek it started to drop and then dropped really, really heavy for a total win of 230 pips. The pound US had a sell limit and that did not execute. The pound did not get up to the pending order. And then unfortunately the USD CAD it's been really hard to call this one. It's seesawed so much, bearish, bullish, neutral, bearish, bullish. But I did have a sell limit that did open, and then the US dollar continued to strengthen against the Canadian dollar, so that one hit the sell limit. The Euro CAD pending order did not open. All right, so let's look at the new trade setups that I have, these pending orders that I have in place for this upcoming week. The last 3 days of May and the first 2 days of June. First of all, gold will continue its bearish run. All right, and I have a sell limit at 1950. It's just a little bit below that right now, around 1946, I believe it closed at. So it needs to correct just slightly and then come up and hit the pending order at 1950, which is a resistance zone, 1950. And then should continue its bearish movement, and expecting gold to probably continue down to around at least 1910, possibly 1900. We'll see how it goes midweek. We could be heading towards even lower prices below 1900, but a sell limit on gold at 1950. And then the Euro US, of course, a sell limit on that as we see continuing strengthening of the US dollar. So a sell limit on the Euro US at 1.0750. And then the pound New Zealand, no trade. I'm really being cautious with this one because, as I said a few minutes ago, the pound New Zealand has reached a high where it has not been for more than 3 years. And that's a very strong resistance zone. And now it can go higher. Yes, it can. But I need to see some evidence that it's going to. Before I'm willing to buy on the pound New Zealand. Yes, it's showing a bullish signal, okay, but I believe that this might start to fall down. I'm just not sure, not clear. So again, you know me, if you follow me at all, when I don't have clear direction, for me that's no trade. All right, I'd rather just be patient and wait. This is really bullish, and that was because of the news that came out midweek on the pound. That was very, very good news for the pound, and it gave it that accelerated move midweek. But I don't chase the candles, okay? I don't chase the candles. If I don't have clear direction on something, then for me, it's no trade. So no trade on the pound New Zealand. The odd US, a sell limit with the entry price at 0.6540. The New Zealand US, a sell limit at 0.6090. And then the pound US, a sell limit at 1.2410. The USD CAD, a buy limit, okay, but that needs to make a pretty strong correction, come back down to the support level at 1.3545. Okay, a buy limit on the USD CAD at 1.3545. And finally, the Euro CAD, a sell limit, as the Euro CAD was quite bullish and made a really good move up there for a limited period, I should say, about 2 weeks. But starting to show bearish movement now, so I have a sell limit on the Euro CAD at 1.4620. All right, that's it for my trade setups. Remember, you can take these trades if you want, but this is not financial advice. Be sure to use good risk management. Protect your capital, okay? Don't be greedy. Trade small. Be willing to grow your capital slowly over time, and you can be successful trading Forex. And if you're having trouble to make consistent profit, you might find that robot trading, automated trading, EA trading can be helpful for you. Most of my profit from trading Forex comes from automated trading, EA trading, robot trading. I've been using robots for more than 5 years. So if you're interested in this, I do have a dedicated website, https://prosperityrisingea.com, where you can find out more information about robot trading. And if you're really interested, I just last week, just 3 days ago, released a very special promotion. I made a video on YouTube. I'll place the link below this one, and you can check that out. It's a very limited time offer, limited spaces available for a very, very special price on EA trading, where I will include the course, the EA setup, everything that you need to do and know to get started with robot trading. So have a look at that video if you're interested, and get in touch with me, because it is limited time and you will never see that special price again. It's really a fantastic promotion. Okay, thanks guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Any comments or inquiries, leave them below this video. I will get back to you. Okay, have a great week of trading, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.